Hello, I'm Ruth Ann Richards. Welcome to this video. I'm going to get started in just a moment, but this video is all about the CAT methods, and I'll tell you about that in a moment. But the purpose of sharing this with you today is it's that time of year perhaps when we're getting ready to start looking back, we'll start thinking ahead. It's autumn, it's a time of change, a time of going inside and of reflection. So this is a great time now to be thinking about intuition. That's something that happens when we go inside. So let me tell you about the CAT method. The CAT method is the new way to set goals without setting a goal and trust. And I'm going to take you through the 3 steps today so that you can go away and do this for yourself. So the reason for the CAT method is a few years ago, I was trying to do some goal setting for myself and it just wasn't working. The goal setting process doesn't work for me, and I asked the universe for help. And the help I got was the CAT method. So I use the CAT method now. I use it with my mentoring clients, and I'm going to talk you through the first step right now. So the first step of the CAT method is know. And there are 2 elements to know, and those 2 elements are desire and feeling. Knowing what we want intellectually is not enough. It's about our heart and soul. And the CAT method is simple and soulful, and it's about reaching into your heart and soul to know what you want. So what do you want? I want. If you had to look in a mirror and say, I want to be, I want to feel, I want to have, I want to know, I want to share. Just what do you want? And you've got to be really careful with what you want when you move into your heart center, because the head wants to take control. And the head's thinking about all the things that you've been conditioned to want. So things like the car, the house, the partner, the family, all those kind of things, the career, the job, the money. We're conditioned through education, through family, through friends, through peer groups. It happens. So it's really difficult sometimes to peel the layers off of what we truly want, because the things we think we want are perhaps what other people want for us. And if we want the same things as what they want for us, that's great, but in most cases they don't. So what do you want? Feel into your heart now, and when you can, go look in the mirror and say to yourself, I want. And just go into your heart center and see what comes out, see what words come out of your mouth. And the other part of knowing what you want is the feeling. So when you say you want something, so let's take a materialistic example. I want a brand new car. How does it make me feel to have that? Is it for safety, security, reliability? Or is it to show off, keep up with the Joneses, to tell my family, to show my family and friends how well I'm doing? What's your motivation behind what you want? Because the first one, security, reliability, being safe, could really be heart-centered. But the idea of showing off, letting people have, may not be so heart-centered. That may be coming from the head or from the ego. So what feeling does it give you to have what you want? Maybe it's a holiday. Maybe you want the holiday of a lifetime for a big birthday. How does it make you feel to have that? Do you feel happy? Do you feel joyful? Do you feel excited? So what you want when you go into your heart center is going to be about something specific, and it might be about an objective thing and something materialistic. It might be about more money. And all that's okay if it's coming from your heart center. But you also need to know the feeling it gives you. Because if you can't feel what it's going to feel like to have what you want, you're never going to be able to manifest it. So that's the first part of the CAT method. It's about knowing what you want from your heart center, and it's about knowing the feeling that that thing is going to give you. So when you know what you want, when you kind of looked in your mirror for a week and said, I want, and seen what comes and heard what comes out of your mouth, and you started feeling what that means to you, then it's time to ask the universe for what it is that you want. And this is the A part. This is activate. So the CAT method is helping you to co-create the life that you want and bring you the empowerment you need. And we do that through manifesting. I call it co-creating. We co-create with the universe. And if you've had trouble manifesting in the past, or it's just not worked out for you, it may be because you're just asking the universe and you're just waiting for things to happen. And co-creating seems to me a much better description because it's you and the universe in partnership, in tandem, creating what it is that you want. And there are two parts to activate as well. And the two parts to activate are intention and belief. Because when you know what you want, when your heart, body, mind, and soul truly knows what you want, and you can imagine the feeling, you can actually already feel how it is to have what you want. You then need intention behind making that happen. And the intention starts with your actions. You have to take actions towards what you want, even if it's just one small action every day. And that one action every day could just be sitting for 5 minutes, staring at the clouds with a cuppa, feeling it, just holding on to that vibrational frequency and feeling of how it is to have what you want. And yes, that is an action. You're taking action, it's part of your intention. There may be something more practical that you need to do, like, go networking, find a travel agent, find a car broker, whatever it is, there's actions that you have to take for what you want. But your intention needs to be full and completely behind your actions. It's back to the heart center. We know the phrase half-hearted. Your actions and intentions cannot be half-hearted. You need to fully feel it when you do it. And if you're not fully feeling it, then maybe it's not truly what you want. Maybe you need to go back to knowing what you want and start again with what you want and your feeling, your desire and your feeling. But intention is really important when co-creating with the universe and manifesting what you want. The universe may on occasion sometimes just give us an opportunity or something that we feel like we haven't done anything to bring that to us. But most of the time, when we know we want something, we have to take our actions. So don't be fooled into thinking you can leave it all up to the universe. The piece that the universe takes care of is usually the details, the how it all comes together, the time it comes together. And you have no control over that because the universe is going to do its own thing. But you can focus on taking your actions. And the second part in Activate is your self-belief. Because, if manifesting and co-creating was so easy, everybody would be doing it. But we self-sabotage. And one of the key ways we can self-sabotage our empowerment, our intuition, and creating the life that we want is through our self-belief. So do you believe you can create the life that you want, that you can co-create the life that you want? Do you believe that the universe is going to help you do that? Do you believe you can take your actions to make that happen? But most importantly, do you believe you are worthy of that? Now, if you do, that's great. But if not, for a lot of women, self-worth and self-belief gets tied up within so many things that we do. And some days we fully believe and some days we don't. It's not a static state of being. We don't feel like that all the time. Some days we believe more than others. But it's important to maintain your self-belief when it comes to co-creating with the universe. And it's really important to feel your self-belief when you're taking actions for your intentions. So you know what you want, you have the desire and the feeling, you're asking the universe to support you and co-create it with you through your intentions, which are heart-centered. You have your full heart behind them, you're taking your action steps, and you're looking at your self-belief as well. So third step then, what happens next is to trust the universe. Now, I think self-belief and trust are kind of like pretty similar. It can be hard to trust as well. Women can have many trust issues, especially in the workplace, because of history and many reasons. So can you trust that the universe is going to bring to you what you need? And there's two aspects to work on in this trust section as well. And it's about frequency and it's about receiving. So when we talked about feeling earlier, having the feeling, knowing how it feels to have what you want before you have it, creates a vibrational frequency within you that the universe responds to. So it's a fact that actually from roughly our heart center, there's an electromagnetic field that comes out about 5 meters in front of us. So when we talk about a vibe and we vibe with people, that's kind of what we mean. It's when those two electromagnetic fields connect, it creates an energy, and that energy can be, oh, I resonate with this person, or it can be an energy of, no, I don't resonate with this person at all. And that's what we mean by the vibe, and how you attract like-minded people or not, as the case may be. So when you know how it feels to have that shiny new car in the drive, when you know how it feels to be on that tropical island for your big holiday, or to have that amazing job and promotion that you wanted, whatever it is for you, once you have that feeling, it's about holding on to that feeling every day. It's not just about feeling it once, it's about nurturing and embracing the feeling every day that this has happened and it's happening for you. And that's what we mean by frequency. Because when the universe sees that you're feeling that and you have that frequency more of the time, the universe is going to mirror that back to you. The universe knows that this is what you truly want in your life. Now, receiving is another way we can self-sabotage in manifesting and co-creating, and it comes back to self-worth and self-belief. The most amazing opportunity may come our way. And have you ever done this to yourself? You said, oh, that possibly can't be for me. I didn't do anything to deserve that. And that's the kind of conditioning that we have from areas of our life growing up. It's about working hard and deserving, and actually cut ties with that thinking. It's about being able to receive. It's about being able to accept that opportunities come to you, and you get to choose and decide whether or not that opportunity is for you. And if you want to take it up, does that opportunity further give you what you might want, what you want to co-create in life? Then grab it with both hands. And if it doesn't, it's okay to say no. So it's kind of open up your arms to receive what the universe is going to bring to you. Because whatever you may want, the universe could actually bring you something even better. If you keep that vibrational frequency high, you metaphorically have your arms out to receive it, and you know what you want, and you're taking your intention, you keep your intentions heart-centered, you keep taking your actions, the universe may bring something to you absolutely far better than you could have imagined for yourself. But the universe, as I said earlier, will do it in its own time, in its own way, and it will take care of the details. And if, like me, you're a little bit on the impatient side, once you know what you want and you've made your mind up and you can feel it, you want it right now. And life doesn't work like that. The universe doesn't work like that. So trust requires some level of patience as well. Even if after 3 months, maybe it's not quite manifested yet, you have to keep trusting it's going to happen. So that's what we do. We know what we want. We have the desire and feeling. We activate that with the universe. We ask the universe through our intention and through our self-belief. And then we trust by keeping a high vibrational frequency and being ready to receive. It really is that simple. And the great thing about this is it is not a process. It's not linear. You don't have to follow it step by step by step. You can jump in and activate. If you already know what you want and you've done some work on that for yourself, you can jump in and activate. You can jump in at trust. You can use this method to suit you wherever you are in your life now. That's why it's flexible and that's why it's dynamic. You don't have to start in one place and end up in the other. You can move around it, depending on what's going on in your life. And that's perfect because sometimes what we want in life changes. We go through different phases in life and different chapters, and what we want can change each time. At the beginning of your adulthood, you may want a career, then you may want a family and children, then you may want all the things that you need to keep your family safe and look after them and give them a good life. And then as you move into kind of middle age, you want different things as well. So don't get beholden to the fact that once you ask for something, that's it, you can't change your mind. You absolutely can change your mind. And that's the beauty of this dynamic process. The universe is always in flux and flow, and so are humans. But for some reason, we think we have to be completely constant, which is why goal setting is a difficult process. You're meant to set a goal for a set period of time. But life happens around you, and that goal doesn't take that into account. This process does. It works with you depending on what is going on in your life, where you are in your life, and what it is that you want for yourself. So there you have a summary of the COUNT method. I use this myself. I use it with my clients in my intuitive mentoring, and I know it works. If you want to find out more about it, it's in my book, Reclaim Your Intuition. You can find that on my website, www.theintuitionconnection.com. And there's also some more videos, detailed videos on my YouTube channel at The Intuition Connection that you can read more about. Hope you enjoyed this and found it useful. And if you want to get in touch with me, you can find me on LinkedIn. You can send me a message through YouTube or email me at support@theintuitionconnection.com. Take care, everyone. Bye.